Hey guys, Tony Richard Outdoors here. Today we're going to be doing a little review on what I'm going to be using during the 2020 ice fishing season. Little knockoff GoPro here for some additional footage along with the camera that I'm using now. I got my Markham M1 flasher that I purchased from Jack Traps last year. Very simple unit to use. I love Markham just because the technology is amazing from them, and their products are just really easy to use. Some of the baits we'll be using: Euro Tackle Gamma Scud, Euro Tackle Stonefly, Berkley Gulp Waxies. Gotta have Berkley Gulp Waxies. They're just a go-to bait that you could top off any little jig head with, or tungsten jig, or anything. Really excited to try these Euro Tackle Gamma Scud and Stonefly. We got some little glowworms from Double Catch Company here. These are definitely going to be perch and crappie killers right here. I got the same thing but Berkley Power Bait. And we got a bunch from 13 Fishing here. I got 3 packs with the mini Quattros. I'll get a close-up of these for you guys. Absolutely amazing lures right here. These are my go-to last year. It's the first time I tried them out last year, and they became a go-to. So much that I went out and stocked up this year, and probably going to stock up more on these. I got them in Radioactive Pickle, Pink, which was my go-to color last year, and then we got them in White number 1. White is also a go-to color at one of the lakes that I mainly fish. And then another one of my go-to baits from last year was the coconut crab from 13 Fishing in white. This was probably the bait that I caught the most perch on last year. And some new baits that I'm going to try this year from 13 Fishing is the Paralyzer. I picked up these in 2 different colors, Purple Rain and White number 1. And then we got the Sneak in White number 1 and the Jeffrey in White number 1. So, excited to try those out this year. And one thing that I'm really excited about is Northland Impulse Bloodworm. Northland is my favorite fishing tackle company for ice fishing, and first time that I actually try any of their plastics this year, so really excited for that. Rod lineup that we're going to be using: Flambulan rod case, we got my Laker rod right here that I built with a Shakespeare Agility reel. This is a medium heavy 36 inch. I built this rod last year for Lakers. And my other Laker rod, this one's a medium heavy as well, with a quantum reel on it, an older one. This one's going to be used for like jigging wraps and stuff like that. And now to my panfish rods.
And so I really wanted to kind of create that space.
Probably my favorite panfish rod that I built right here is
This has been a really difficult time. I have an all-black staff, and any one of them
my medium light
that's one of the really
panfish rod for perch. This is the one I'm gonna fish
it's an opportunity over great food to sit out
ultralight ripping wraps on.
and have like a real conversation about life and what's going on. We were actually blessed to be able to feed George
Little spoons on.
after we passed. It was a really great honor for us and our staff to be able to take care of them and support in that way. I think you really have done an amazing job implementing your staff
With a Okuma Stratus V reel on it. This is another rod that I built. It's got the split grip on it. Really well balanced rod.
One of the big things for me was always like, how do I create something where people can order collard greens on their phone? We were able to pivot into tech and into doing curbside and delivery.
My favorite rod that I own, right here, I built it last year. It's my precision noodle rod. It's a CRB blank. Got it on Mudhole with an Okuma CMAR 10 reel on it. 4-pound Suffix Ice Magic. And I believe that's a Widowmaker jig head on there. Tungsten jig. Cannot wait to try this fish with this again. Such a light tip. Just any little can't wait. This is a 38-inch, I believe.
I appreciate that, and I love that we get an opportunity to feed the young minds. That's a blessing. I'm speechless on that.
Oh, 36. And then we got my other ultralight rod. This was the first rod that I ever built. And this one I use for small soft plastics, like a tube or something like that. It's got an Okuma Sefano Pro reel on it. I try and use all Okuma reels on my ice rods, just because that's my favorite reel brand. And that's the ice rod lineup and some of the tackle that I'm going to be using this year. I will post another video soon of the rest of the tackle. So look forward to part 2.